Hi everyone, so the last module we got acquainted with databases, their use, some background knowledge about them, how we work with them, what they're used for, and a lot of theoretical knowledge basically, just to give you some background on what they are, how they're used, and all that. And so my videos will be to kind of show you practically how we're going to use them. By no means are we going to cover every facet and angle of databases. In fact, you can take a whole semester long class of databases in most computer science programs. So we're just going to really scratch the surface enough to practically start using it in our server-side programming. And so in Paiza Cloud here, what we're going to be using to access our database for now is the terminal. And so we just click the terminal to get an instance of it. And to access MySQL, we need to use the MySQL command. And then we do -u for user. And we tell it that we are the root user. And you should see this nice welcome message. Blah, 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 something about Oracle. And you'll know you're good when you see this MySQL with a caret. So this is the MySQL command prompt, and now we can actually type SQL commands here. And so hopefully from the last week you are at least marginally familiar with SQL commands. Essentially, SQL commands are so structured query language is how we interact with database software. So everything we type here will be some shape of SQL command. And so from here, we have some basic ones that we can use for MySQL. And so we can start with show databases, semicolon, that's important. If you neglect the semicolon, you're going to get this little arrow showing, hey, you didn't finish your SQL command, because all SQL commands end with a semicolon. And what you'll get is a list of the databases that we see here. So just like we talked in the last module, and hopefully from your research, MySQL is not the database. MySQL is software that manages a bunch of databases, and specifically it starts with its own kind of set of databases. So you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 databases, and not only do we have a set of databases here, we can make more, and often will. And so the next SQL command that's going to be important for this is the create command. And so we can create, and then we have to tell it what we're going to create, and we're going to create a database space, and then the name of the database, which should be associated with whatever you're working with. So we could say pets. Let's have a database of pets. Don't forget your semicolon. And if we hit enter, and now if we hit the up arrow twice, 3 times, to the to that show databases command, let's add the semicolon. You'll see that pets now shows up in the list of databases. And so that's a little bit of a quick intro into some of the basic stuff of MySQL. So we enter it through the command line. We're going to see another way to work with MySQL in the future, but for now it's good to show you that. The show command is going to show you a list of databases. The create command will let you create a database, and hopefully from seeing this you can see that it's actually not too bad, right? You are typing in literally what you want SQL to do, right? Show databases, show a list, create database, create a database. So it's actually, in this regards, a very declarative programming language, where we tell MySQL what we want to do and not how we want to do it. We don't care how MySQL goes out and gets this information, or any database goes out and get this information. We tell it, hey, show the databases, and it will do it. So thanks for watching. We'll continue in the next video.